We have an interesting team composition for today's content trainers, and let's see how well we can do with this line, because that team was suggested to me by Chiller, who is an amazing Discord member on my server. So let's see what we have going on here, because we're leading with Greninja, while at the back we have Clodsar and Charjabug. All these three Pokemon had their community day moves, and yeah, Volt Switch was added to Charjabug back then, I believe, so that's why it is Legacy. Is it not? I think it is. That's why I include here with the asterisk. Anyways, having now Clodsar with the Earthquake, and you definitely do not want to miss these battles because we're having a lot of nukes coming along the way. So Quagsire now is just gonna reach to the Mud Bomb, and we don't care at all because Clodsire already did its job, and I'd rather use a block on my Greninja rather on the Clodsire, because I know that even the Earthquake could not do the trick here. So yeah, there goes that. At this point, I'm just gonna switch out to the Golbat, which is pretty great for me. I'm just gonna go for a little bit of overcharge with another Volt Switch and then reach to my discharge. So what I want to do at this point is to get my hands on that shield for the end game and my Greninja, so I'm not gonna block anything here, just gonna reach now to the discharge to finish off Golbat, and they have to rely their chances of winning to that Quagsire. I have a lot of energy to spare. Hydro Cannon will go through the shield, and right after we have to block whatever they throw. I need just one more Water Shuriken, I believe, to reach my hands on a double Night Slash. So here it comes, trainers, one for the shield, the unnecessary boost, which is pretty crazy, and another one to finish off this battle into an amazing victory to start off the video. The next trainer will throw up against us a Lantern, so you can already understand that this is a very bad one for us. We need to get out of there, but unfortunately for us, we do not have a clean save switch. So instead of having that amazing save switch like the Shadow Drapion, on this incident we have Clodsire, but this can still work towards our advantage because Clodsire is much bulkier than any other save switch in the meta. So what we want to do at this point is to get any move that they're gonna throw on our Clodsire, gonna use this Pokemon as a punching bag basically, while we can grab both of them shields out of the way. Brave Bird along the way, which is pretty great for us. We can definitely take advantage of that and still reach now to the Night Slash to finish off Talonflame. So with Talonflame out of the way, now we can definitely switch out to the Charjabug, expecting the unexpected with that Lantern coming into play, and now at the back they have a Vigoroth. If we can block correctly here the Rock Slide, we can be on the high ground, but they went for the very early move and the Body Slam, which is pretty great information for us since we can block for the second Body Slam, as you can see, by letting the first one go through. This means now that we can finish off Vigoroth, have another Excisor for that Lantern, and let's see how this is gonna end, because all we have to do at this point is to grab the victory with a couple of Night Slashes. Can we do it though? Because they're still having a lot of HP remaining. Night Slash is coming off. We need one more for the victory. We're gonna get there, I believe, on the CMP, and Lantern is getting out of the way, and we're gonna get another unnecessary boost. Are you kidding me? Those battles are so sweaty. Another big lead for my opponent, because we're having a Dragon type up against us. So how I want to play this matchup against Dragonair is to reach first to the Night Slash and then switch out to my Clodsire. By doing that, we can somehow have the upper hand, because we can then put them at a position that they have to block my following move, even if that is gonna be a Sludge Bomb or a Mega Horn, but of course we have the Stone Edge. Anyways, landing the Earthquake for big damage on that Whiscash, and they cannot farm us down right on time, which means that they're gonna sacrifice some energy, but still we're not looking that great. Another big factor that I enjoy using my Clodsire as a safe switch is because it can easily draw out the Mud Boy that the opponent is having, the Swampert, the Quagsire, or on this incident the Whiscash, so that my Charjabug can have a much safer environment, while every single Pokemon in this trio is gonna be pretty effective against those Talonflames, which are pretty much all around the meta, and also against Skarmory, as you're gonna see over here. So Skarmory is gonna go for the Brave Bird, the big nuke, so by protecting here our Pokemon, we can somehow have the upper hand for the end game, because we are already there on the double Excisor, one for the shield, one for the knockout, I believe, against the Dragonair, and we can grab yet another victory. Let's see how Marcus can go here, because Whiskas will be our next lead opponent, and of course we kinda have the upper hand here because we'd rather go ahead and fight off this Whiskas with our Greninja rather than with our backline. I'm expecting the Mud Bombs all the way, and as you can see, those Mud Bombs deal so much damage to our Glassy lead. Doesn't matter, once again we're gonna get our hands on the Night Slash, and for the first time on this video we're gonna get the boost pretty early with the first Night Slash into play. So this is looking pretty good for us right now, because I'm pretty sure that they're gonna block whatever we throw, and of course they have one more shield remaining, which means that right after that we need to immediately switch out to our Clodsire. Perhaps they have no other clean answer to our Clodsire here, because Whiskas is out. This is their Ice type Pokemon, so I'm just gonna reach immediately to the Stone Edge to finish off in one shot the Frostlass. And yes, trainers, we were right. At the back lies Talonflame, so we have the upper hand for sure here with another Stone Edge to one shot down this Pokemon. What a great team that was for us to finish off. Into the next one with another Dragon type. Oh my freaking goodness, we have no chance at all here. So once again we're meeting up with a Mud Boy on the Switch. This can somehow be good for our Chargeback on the long shot of this battle, but only time will tell in a while. So here comes the Stone Edge from my end, but they managed to get on the CMP. I hate it when my opponents are better than me, and this is happening too often. So anyways, Greninja here is just gonna block the following Earthquake. We have to be fair, otherwise they're just gonna destroy us down with that Altaria. And of course, here comes now the Hydro Cannon. I decide to switch out to the Chargeback because I know they are gonna have an Altaria, but sometimes, yeah, you have to do what you have to do, right? I'm just gonna reach here now to the Discharge, but I got severely hard counter up against this opponent. So another Discharge is imminent, they can easily take it, but as you're gonna see in a while, those Night Slashes will never be enough finish off Altaria at any cost. And where is the boost when you need it, right? Of course, even with the boost we could do nothing because they still have a shield, and yeah, that Altaria is pretty bulky. So anyways, into the next battle, we're having a Sandslash up against us from the Alola region, which means that they might carry either Shadow Claw or that Powder Snow, and of course we can survive those moves by a lot. My opponent here though is gonna get pretty early to that Ice Punch, which means that we can easily take it, and right after respond with that Night Slash to finish off this Pokemon. Another Altaria out of freaking nowhere, and we're just gonna switch out now to our Clodsire. I know that this Pokemon is pretty bulky, and I know that the Stone Edge will not deal that much damage, but still it is gonna put them kinda low, perhaps at the point that we can finish off with a potential Night Slash. Here comes now another Stone Edge. Altaria will not go down, first shield will pop up finally, and now we're just gonna take the following Sky Attack. I will try to get my hands on another Stone Edge, but unfortunately for me I cannot do that. Chargeback now comes into the battle, and all we have to do here is to complete the farm down with those Volt Switches. They're staying in, which was kinda anxious for me, in an anxious situation to be fair, because I was just hoping that they're not gonna get their hands to another Sky Attack. So hopefully we farm down. At the back they have a Water type Pokemon, and of course 3 Discharges will be more than enough to put that Azumarill in a difficult position, and we still have not even the Night Slash but instead the Hydro Cannon for the overkill up against Azumarill. A rampage of attacks. Into the final battle now with a Beedrill up against us. This Pokemon can be pretty troublesome because it has Drill Run for our backline, or even go for the X-Scissor up against our Dark type up in front. But my opponent here wasting time is gonna go ahead and throw that X-Scissor, which is kinda good for us I guess, and right after we can just go ahead and have the upper hand with the farm down and a lot of energy stored up and banked for the end game and our Greninja. So Lantern now is gonna emerge out of nowhere, and to my surprise they have Water Gun. So if I knew that, perhaps I could stay in with my Greninja, but I instantly reacted by seeing that electric typing up on the right corner. So yeah, that makes kinda sense. So anyways, we're still gonna get a shield out of them, reach do that almost no HP against that Lantern, so that was a pretty soft loss to be fair. Another move is coming off, I know we can survive both of them serves pretty easily with our battery saver, and at the back there is gonna be a Jellicent, so all of a sudden we have a crazy win con with our Greninja. Here comes the Night Slash, and I believe they're just gonna let that go through because Greninja is just gonna emerge victorious anyways. So that is gonna be all for today, trainers. Thank you for watching and for staying till the end. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, subscribe to the channel if you are new to my content, and with that said, I have 2 videos for you to check out. Feel free to check them out, and I will catch you up later into the next one.